And when someone's not eating enough good proteins or fats, they're often eating too many carbohydrates, which is going to create insulin management issues. So the reason that intermittent fasting works so well for so many people, because it gives the person a window of time where insulin can come down. So when we eat carbohydrates and sugars, that raises our insulin levels to help us process those sugars. But the insulin being high tells the body, hey, don't burn stored fat because we have glucose here. We can use that for fuel. The problem is the glucose will come down pretty quickly, but insulin takes a lot longer to come down. So as long as insulin is high, your body can't access that stored fat and burn it for fuel. It doesn't matter what kind of window you're setting up. If your insulin is high, you're blocking the ability for your body to burn that stored fat for fuel. Another mistake we see is people breaking their fast with bad choices. They like to do things like, oh, I'm going to have like a green juice. You know, that's really healthy. I'm going to have a green juice to break my fast, or maybe a protein shake or a fruit smoothie. And none of these things really give the body sustained fuel sources. So the body's like, oh, finally, here comes some nutrition, but it's really not a lot to last me for very long. So now that's really going to kind of stress me out. I'm getting the signal that here comes food, but I'm really not getting all the nutrients that I really need. Like a green juice like celery and kale and all those kind of things, that can be valuable for some people. It's an easy way to access some nutrients. But the body's going to rip through that, and it's not really going to give the body all the resources that it needs. We like to see somebody break their fast with real food. Now, things like celery juice, we use those for a lot of purposes, like killing off bacteria in the stomach and other things like that. But we don't want to use that to break a fast. We want to break a fast with a meal that's really going to give the body what it's looking for. Another big mistake is when people are not really fasting. Like, I'm intermittent fasting and here comes my coffee with a bunch of fats in it. Because a lot of the intermittent fasting gurus will tell you, yeah, you can do things like fats, you can do branched chain amino acids, you can do collagen, all those things won't break your fast. But the reality is that they do. It's a food source. It's a source of resources for the body. So the body's going to say, oh, here comes some stuff. Let's switch the engines and go from this fasting mode into a here comes the food mode. But the food doesn't really show up. So when you're breaking the fast, you're taking your body out of that mode that you want it to be in, where it's going to burn stored fat for fuel. So when you're fasting, you really want to fast. That means only water or black coffee. A lot of these things that people are telling everybody, oh, you should have this stuff. You can have a bulletproof coffee. That's fine. It works for some people, but for most people, it's going to pull them out of their fast and create a lot of trouble.